Morning, dear friends. I am Reginam Linus. Today, I am going to explain about aerodynamic drag in this electrical vehicle or normal conventional vehicle also. Last couple of days we have learned different things about electrical vehicle. So, in this lecture, I am going to explain what all the effect will impact on this aerodynamic force. So, it to how much this aerodynamic force it will affect this tractive effect of the vehicle, so that you can understand how that what are things we have to consider for designing this vehicle. So, let me share my presentation so that I hope you can see my screen now. Yeah. Then, in this case, now whatever we have learned, just I am summarizing. Normally, that tractive force is affected by air resistance, rolling resistance, and gradient resistance. So today in this lecture, air resistance or aerodynamic force, how it will affect this vehicle movement, and what are the steps we have to consider for designing this electrical vehicle based on this aerodynamic effect. So let me explain. When the car is moving, moving at a velocity of v in the direction which is I am showing in the screen, some of the air it will hit this front of the frontal area of the vehicle. Then after that it will deviate to the down, and some will deviate above the vehicle. Then somewhere that we will call it as aerodynamic force, normal cases. So remaining airs, it will go throughout the nearly the skin of the vehicle. Throughout that it will touch the skin and it will go out. So then some air which will go above the vehicle. So when compared with that skin air, above the skin there is a velocity difference also there. Then some air it is hitting in front of the vehicle and going out. So when it is hitting front side of the vehicle, there is a higher pressure region, and back side is called as lower pressure region. Due to that also some resistive force will be there. We are going to learn about today what are the forces it will be act on it. So now, normally I have told you there is a shape drag and skin friction. Shape drag means front air it will hit against the vehicle from front face, so that what happen, it will be trapped. Some of the air will be trapped in the front side of the vehicle. Some will go down and some will go up. So that it will create some pressure difference, that it is hitting the frontal area is having higher pressure region, back side of the car will be having lower pressure region. Due to that there is a difference in airflow between front, so that what happen, the pressure is higher, or normally power will flows from higher pressure region to lower pressure region. So that what happen, that due to this aerodynamic force, this car will be dragged back, since the pressure is coming from front side to back side. So due to this is called as shape drag. Then another one, skin drag. I already told you, when we are seeing the when the some air will be go through the skin of that vehicle. Due to that, the skin vehicle, that air which is flowing touching the skin is moving the velocity of vehicle speed. Then above the skin, that velocity of the vehicle, ideally velocity of the air is zero. So due to that some friction also there, that will also affect this aerodynamic, the tractive effect of this any vehicle. Then let me explain how it will be, the front air will be, front air it will be acting. So that some air, that the red line I have shown it as, red arrow is showing it as high pressure region. Once it will hit, some of the once it will hit in this frontal area, some air will be blocked there. Then some air will be deviated and moving to these other parts of the body. So this is will happen, that Due to that, this hitting area is having high pressure region. When this remaining air deviated, when it is going backside, we can call it as lower pressure region. Due to that, there is a pressure difference. That is the frontal pressure. Then let me explain that what will happen in the back side of the car. See now that air is flowing like this to the back side. Car is moving high speed. If the speed is more, automatically that air deviating out of this vehicle will be also far away. So due to that, there is a vacuum space in the back side of the vehicle. If the vacuum space is more, dragging force will be more. So if the vacuum space will be reduced, dragging force will be reduced. So in this, when compared with this two design, this second car having the vacuum space we can make it less. So due to that, pressure difference will be less. Correct? So that automatically it will dragging aerodynamic drag effect also reduce. That's what I want to conclude. So this is due to the shape of the vehicle. We have to design the frontal pressure has to be reduced, or otherwise backside vacuum space has to be reduced. Therefore, the pressure difference will be reduced. It will improve the performance of the vehicle. That means it will reduce the aerodynamic dragging effect of the vehicle. Automatically, it will improve the tractive force of the vehicle. Efficiency also it will increase. Then now, if you see this, that is why whatever I have explained, I have listed in this last sub slide. So that it is the holes in the back side. When the car is moving high speed, vacuum space will be more. Vacuum, so vehicle is moving in a high speed, the negative impact of this type of aerodynamic force will be more. So that how one can do it is, normal cases, Lehman's race car, they have given in the back side one projection, additional fit. So that what happens, the vacuum force, whatever hitting the front side, it will automatically come here and spread outside. So there is no space in the body, vacuum space in the body. Due to that, we can reduce this aerodynamic drag. That is the reason why in the race car and all, there is a projection in the backside of the additional fitting in the backside of the vehicle. Then now let me explain lift and down force. I already told you, so air will hit in the front, that is a higher pressure region. Someone will deviate from the front. See now, some of the air is deviated, and it is due to the shape of the vehicle, it is giving pressure to the vehicle downwards. That is called as, in the top of the vehicle, we can see some pressure is acting towards the vehicle to downwards. That is called as down force. Then some airs will go, wind will go outside, down below the car. It will touch the tire and the ground, and it will try to move up. That is called as lifting force. So these two forces also there in this aerodynamic effect of the vehicle. Then next one, total. So till this previous we have understood dragging force, down force, lift force. I will show you how we can reduce this dragging force, lifting force, and down force. So normally this total aerodynamic force have three forces. First one is down force, second one is lift force, third one is force dragging force. Then let me explain that normally this aerodynamic force is the function, aerodynamic drag force is the function of frontal area, shape, side mirror. If you are not using side mirror, aerodynamic force again reduce. Ducts will be there, air passages will be there, spoilers. Based on that only aerodynamic drag will be designed. Then second one is air density increases, automatically aerodynamic drag also more. Then velocity of the vehicle, then velocity of the air. So these are all the parameters we have to consider when we analyze this aerodynamic dragging function. So dragging force. Then aerodynamic force is the function of air density. CD is nothing but aerodynamic drag coefficient. So aerodynamic drag coefficient is normally the function of shape of the vehicle. So I will show you later how the shape of the vehicle will affect this CD. So that now half rho CD, the torque, this is same as the torque function of our wind turbine. So aerodynamic force equal to half rho CD area into B square. If suppose there is no movement of air, wind VAR is equal to 0. Even though if the vehicle is moving in any space, there is having a aerodynamics force. That aerodynamics drag force, that is nothing but half rho CDA V square. V is the velocity of the car. So now, if this aerodynamic force is, if the air is opposing the flow of car, we will call it as V plus VAR square. Then, if it is aiding or air force is supporting that car flow movement of car, then we will call it as V minus VAR the square. So this is it is a negative for supporting the air velocity and positive for aiding the negative for supporting that air velocity and positive for opposing the air velocity. So that this opposing air velocity. So this is the thing we want to conclude as far as aerodynamic force is concerned. Then next, let me explain how this vehicle. So normally I already told you aerodynamic dragging coefficient depends upon shape and design of the vehicle, or design and streaming of the vehicle. So accordingly, typically it is good aerodynamic force has to be below 0.3. CD, aerodynamic coefficient is below 0.3. It was 0.19 when General Motor introduced the electrical vehicle 19 in the year of 1995. Then in electrical vehicle, but as far as when compared with conventional vehicle, electrical vehicle have more flexibility to reduce the value of CD. What are all the things mainly? Now IC engines are not there. We are getting more space. So the another one, battery can be fixed anywhere. For the battery can be connected anywhere. For battery can be keep it anywhere, side or front or back side of the vehicle, anywhere we can keep it. So accordingly, we can have that CD value will change. So in this electrical vehicle, normally we have a space for fixing the major components separately. For example, there is in this case more flexibility is there, less need of cooling ducts and less need of under vehicle pipe for locating major components. So the normal cases, major components are not there in this electrical vehicle. Battery is there. Battery we are using somewhere side or back side, so that we can accordingly you can arrange this vehicle. So these are design this vehicle. So these are all the convenience in this electrical vehicle. Then how to reduce this aerodynamic effect? We can use the small nose or grill to minimize the frontal pressure. Automatically aerodynamic force will reduce. Then second one, minimize ground clearance. Minimize the ground clearance. Clearance, what happens? We can reduce the lift force also. Then next one, then steeply racked vehicle, so that automatically downforce also we can reduce, avoid downforce, as well as front pressure also we can reduce, so that aerodynamic force can be reduced. Then next one, fast track style rear window. See the rear window, the back side, that it is so steep, so that what will happen, aerodynamic drag. In this case, what is happening, that back side there is no space for vacuum, so that automatically the aerodynamic force will reduce. Then another one, using the smooth disc, that also reduce this aerodynamic force. So these are all the things we have to consider once we design this aerodynamic effect. Then another one, Different types values of CD I want to show you for with respect to different with respect to different shape of this vehicle. See here, this open vehicle having CD of 0.5 to 0.7, then van having the CD of 0.5 to 0.7, then regular car having the CD of 0.4 to 0.5. Then see the shape, automatically CD is changing. So shape is good in this wedge shaped vehicles, 0.3 to 0.4. Then a streamlined design. Streamline, see there is no space of vacuum in the back side. There is no space of increasing the high pressure in the front side. Automatically streamlined design car having CD value is 0.15 to 0.2. Then this is K-shaped design, CD value is 0.2. Then another one, see buses and all CD is more. Front pressure is more. Due to that, what happen? High pressure will be aerodynamic force. So to that CD value is more. Then in this case, train also CD is 0.8 to 1.5. It is varying 0.1 to 1.5. Then streamlined buses. Front, they have shaped accordingly to reduce that aerodynamic force. Streamlined CD is 0.3 to 0.4. Then bikes and all CD is normally 0.6 to 0.7. So this with this, in the next class I am going to explain about rolling resistance. So with this, I would like to conclude today's presentation regarding aerodynamic force. With this, I want to summarize. We have understood what is meant by CD. CD is the aerodynamic drag coefficient. It will reduce the shape of the vehicle. So how one can reduce the aerodynamic force? By either we have to reduce the backside vacuum or front side pressure, or both. Accordingly, we have to shape the vehicle so that we can vary the CD value. I hope you understood how one can design the vehicle based on this type of aerodynamic drag. I hope it will be very helpful for understanding. Wish you all the best. Thank you.